how rocks are formed. Here are some key terms you need to be sure to copy down in your journal. Igneous rock is rock that is formed from cooled magma. Metamorphic rock, rock that is formed when other kinds of rock was squeezed and heated deep inside the earth. And then sedimentary rock, rock that is formed when sediments were pressed and cemented together. So for the formation of igneous rock, what happens is we have magma that is deep inside the Earth's crust, usually inside of a volcano or under the ocean floor. Magma is actually melted rock. It's rock that's so hot that it actually turns into a liquid. When that magma cools off, we have igneous rock that forms. So it cools and then it hardens back into a solid. Just like water will freeze and harden into ice, magma can cool and harden into rock. When the magma comes up out of the volcano or out onto the Earth's surface, we call that lava. So the only difference between magma and lava is really its location. So the lava will flow down, in this case the volcano, and it reaches the ocean. Once it reaches the ocean, the water will cool it, and it will also cause igneous rock to form. Then we have the formation of sedimentary rock. And sedimentary rock can be formed from two different ways. We have by wind and we have by water. And what happens is when wind will pick up sand, dirt, and other sediments, when it blows through the desert or the beach, it'll pick up that sand and carry it to a new location. So it picks it up, brings it to a lunar, deposits it, and then once it's deposited, we have different layers of that sediment that it builds up over time. So when that the sediments build up, pressure pushes down on that sediment and cements it together makes it a solid. It almost glues the sand and sediments together. Then we have by water, which in this case we have a river, and there are sediment. As the river flows, it picks up that sand and that dirt and other particles, and it carries them down the river and eventually into the ocean. Once the river reaches the ocean, the water slows down and that sediment starts to build up at the bottom of the ocean. So down here we have a layer of red sediment, and then on top of it is a layer of green sediment. Then on top of that we have a layer of black sediment. Now this doesn't happen overnight. This happens over hundreds and thousands of years, because you're talking about tiny, tiny sand particles, and they have to take time to build up. And then once you have the sediments there, the pressure from the water and the layers on top of it will actually squeeze it together and once again cement it and turn it into rock or stone. Then for our last one, we have the formation of metamorphic rock. Now metamorphic rock is different. It's a rock that, such as a sedimentary rock or an igneous rock, that is taken and transformed into a different type of rock. So down here we have some sedimentary rocks, and we can tell because of the layers. Now what happens is all these layers are pushing down on this metamorphic rock, and as it gets deeper, there's more and more pressure, so it's very intense pressure. And then deep underneath the earth, we have a lot of heat. So we have heat coming up from the center of the earth, and we have pressure pushing down. And what happens is this sedimentary rock will slowly be transformed into a metamorphic rock. One example would be an igneous rock such as granite. Granite, if it goes deep enough into the Earth's crust, the pressure from above and the heat from below can actually turn granite into marble, which is an example of metamorphic rock.